But we know secret route of England's coast, where you will find a wealth of resources for Ravensthorpe.
Oke,
You
bro.
seek to share them with us. Why?
Undiscover small camp lah, gitu doang. Misi, oh dia ada orang.
I will not let you sacrifice yourself.
Si Vili pengen, si Trygve itu pengen ke akhirat juga bareng sama bapaknya.
Vili
Halo, pasti Odin ya.
Trygve. Each man wears one of Hemminger's boots, with both men unwilling to seize the other.
Does the world need such useless dithering men?
Orang biasa rakus kekuasaan, di dua-duanya malah saling merendah. Ya saja.
Cannot say how I will feel tomorrow, Eivor.
Shut up, Vili.
Oke, halo guys, kembali lagi bersama aku Bang Chat. Ini kan jadi ada update baru nih kemarin, lumayan juga di gua update tuh 13 giga apa ya. Nah, setelah update ada bukan event sini, mungkin river to raid. Jadi kita bisa nge-raid, mungkin nge-raid kayak biasa ya. Gue juga belum pernah nih. Kita coba bareng-bareng ya. Mungkin.
Snotingham and stranger. What brings you to our shores?
Mana ke pantai kita nih, Pak?
If you wish to join us, we only ask for hard work and loyalty. No need of silver or gold.
Wouldn't say no to it either.
It is good to meet you, Eivor.
Oke,
There is
Fagen.
more in this for you than precious metals.
Oke.
We may seem weary and ragged, but we know secret route of England's coast, where you will find a
Orang
wealth of
setempat
resources
dia.
for Ravensthorpe.
Oke,
You
bro.
seek to share them with us. Why?
When the
Kenapa?
table is laden with too great a feast, you gather friends round to enjoy. We seek friends and feasting.
Oke,
Let
Fagen.
me show you. I will take you out on a raid.
Raid,
Once we repair our ship.
Oh,
I appreciate the offer and accept it.
Accept it. Accept. Accept it. Accept ya guys ya, bukan accept. Oh, nih building complete, river raid dock. Oh, jadi docknya ada lain-lain, ada river raid dock, ada dock sendiri gitu. Oke, udah kita benerin. Nah, si Suniva sama Fagen masih ngumpul. Fagen.
And
Fagen.
how do you judge our dock?
Gimana docknya, bro?
Now that's a dock worthy of our longship. Come
Gombal
and talk
euy.
to me whenever you are ready to leave.
Oke guys, ready guys. Kita ready ya gini guys. Fagen ngomong.
Are you ready to set?
Oh yes, jelas. River raids, armor challenging dari regular raid. Oh, beda sama regular raid. Katanya lebih menantang. Tapi bisa nemu gear, weapon, atau supply biasa gitu. Oke, if you die, you will lose all the progress. Nggak boleh mati guys. Gitu aja sih. Yowis, oke.
I am ready. On to the raid.
On the
We will
raid.
use my crew for the first outing. Easier for me to show you what lies along the
Oh,
river
pertama
bank.
pakai kru dia dulu.
You are welcome to
Boleh.
send your own Joms Vikinger along the paths we travel. Mine could use the rest.
Oke. Pertama kita suruh sama kru dia dulu. Nanti kedua kita bisa sama kru kita gitu. Wih. Oh. Tampilannya begini kayak loading biasa, cuman loadingnya pakai kapal. Oke. Kapalnya si Fagen. Oh, River X. Oke. Ini kapal doi nih si Fagen.
This
Remaining
river
crew.
doesn't appear
Oh.
few know how to navigate it.
Nggak ada di
Joms
map.
Vikinger have been learning this.
Ini kayak ada tuh, ada batasnya tuh kayak tuh.
Smuggling routes
Batas map
along
gitu
the
kayak
rivers.
kalau main Assassin's Creed yang lama ada
Claimed it
batas
was
map
useful in
gitu.
hiding their tracks. In fact,
Sail out!
it is so well hidden, you could raid your very neighbors and they would never know it was you. Something to think about.
Ya. Big Resin Chest kan di mana? Oh,
Not
nih.
hoarders of wealth, mind you, but well
Ayo.
worth the trouble if you're seeking rations.
Iya, nih coba aja dulu. Come on.
My crew is like a pack of trained wolves. They will respond to your orders.
Fight!
Give them freely and loudly.
G. Iya, gimana tahu? Apa? Oh. Ntar lu, jangan dulu. Oh, ini kayak pasukan kita. Ntar find and loot. Ada mapnya nggak sih guys? Ada mapnya. Cuman nggak ke-detect. Mbak. Biasa, ini mah biasa, loot biasa. Ini?
Hey! Can't do this alone!
Woi, nggak bisa, bantu. Mau nggak bantu? Come on, oh ini mah jam speaking kita. Big ration, give a hati. Oke, jam speaking. Oke.
We should return to the ship.
Lah, gitu doang. Ya elah. Gitu doang, coy. Jadi kita balik.
I've had tougher fights in taverns.
Oh, find and loot the chest for foreign
Smoke
supplies.
from the flames will alert camps downriver. The fighting will get tougher.
Can
as we
raise the
go.
sail.
Oh, ada lagi river alert level.
Get the
Oke.
sail out!
Ada lagi di depan no. Find and loot a chest from foreign supplies. Ini nih kayaknya nih guys.
There, military camp.
Oke.
You will find foreign supplies and even gear if you're lucky. They will put up a fight, but so be it, yeah?
Ya. Oke.
We beat the ravens!
Oke guys, kita turun guys. Kalau military camp harusnya ya guys ya ada musuhnya nih. Coba kita lihat ya guys. Ada nggak guys? Found discover small camp lah, gitu doang. Misi, oh dia ada orang. Tangkis lah, kali. Tangkis lah bro. Oke, dapat XP juga. Bisa dibuka, nggak bisa dibar. Wah mati doi. Kalau di bar kita cari tempat masuk. Nggak salah. Sini bisa. Sini bar juga guys. Nah, mana kita? Spot sini. Oh nih. Nih.
Give me a hand with this!
Bantu keles. Oh, malah ada yang panahin. Gak ada yang bantu nih. Oh ini ada. Pak, bantu pak. Thank you. Supaya lah biar pada bisa masuk. Apa doi? Loh, apa? Apa yang bisa kita raid? Apa yang bisa kita raid dari sini? Tidak ada. Wah, penipuan guys. Nah, malah di sini ada. Pak, bantu pak.
Help me with this!
Sian dia nungguin kita. Oke. Oh, ini baru ada. Coba kita fish kalian mana aja. Oh, dua itu doang sih. Ya, foreign cargo, foreign military, weapon, ya.
I should take it back to the settlement. We are done here! Come on!
Oke, lah udah habis.
I thought you were a fighter, yet you didn't join the battle. Biding your time for bigger fights.
More of a captain these days. Odd, isn't it? A raider
Who doesn't raid?
Turns out, spending years getting damn near chopped in half leaves you with enough aches and stiff muscles to keep you boat bound. Now come, let us go.
Boat bound. Kenapa takut loh? Ada di map nggak guys? Belum kebuka sih. Nah, tuh kan. Nah, tuh ada kuning-kuning loh, kita kuning-kuning. Oke. Bye. Woi, misi. Aduh, dia kagak turun anjir. Woi, turun. Pagen kagak mau turun. Nyuruh orang doang. Kampret lah. Lah, small camp mulu. ledakin. Biar seru aja gitu kan. Malah gua kebakar, goblok. sorry. Seru-seruan, enggak sih, nggak terlalu berasa. Kali pak. Apakah di rumah ini ada harta? Nggak ada, di scan sih nggak ada harta sih. Coba di sebelah sana. Di scan nggak ada harta juga. Waduh, udah kuning-kuning tuh. Sorry. Ya kali, ya nggak kena lah bang. Minyaknya. Ini kayak ini guys nih. Kan benar, tapi di alam yang nggak bisa masuk kita. Kita harus masuk dari sini.
Hey, come here a moment.
Masuk satu, sokap. Anjir, nggak ada yang mau masuk, kita bukain dulu kali.
Give me a hand over here.
Nggak ada yang mau masuk lewat jendela, anjing sombong. Bang, sama yang gede? Oh enggak. Ya udah, get back to your long shift. 100/200 sih. Tapi yang penting udah selesai.
Right, let's get back to the ship.
Iya, jangan ngomel-ngomel. Let's complete small camp. Nah, berarti udah selesai nih guys. Berarti gitu, kita bisa nge-raid kan, sebenarnya raidnya udah habis tuh di tempat yang kita yang sekeliling dunia. Gue juga udah habisin kan. Nah, gimana cara kita biar ngumpulin supplies lagi buat bangun tempat, tapi nggak bisa ternyata. Blow the horn to return to the settlement. Ya udah, kita cobain naik kapal dulu. Oh bisa nih, balik Vili Trygve. Oh dapat cepet gitu, close. Balik udah di kita, gitu guys. Nah jadi mungkin river raids ini bisa dijalanin tiap hari atau tiap minggu, nggak tahu juga ya. Kalau kayak misi yang dari Reda tuh, kalau kalian tahu yang bocah kecil tuh yang kita buat dapat opal biar kita bisa beli item misalkan senjata, armor gitu, itu tiap hari ada di update. Itu online tapi kalian harus pakai koneksi. Nah ini nggak tahu nih, bisa jadi di update tiap hari atau ngacak aja gitu bebas, gue juga belum tahu. Nanti coba kita cek ya. Oke, udah balik nih ceritanya. Talk to vegan at the
That was invigorating.
Okay, thank you.
And as lucrative as I promised ya.
Yeah.
Think we have got enough supplies here to put
you.
something together?
Something like what?
A place to stay where we can stretch out. All. Wouldn't want to bother Adis and the rest.
Adis siapa?
You know Adis?
I know of Adis. Her reputation as a fighter and as a trainer precedes her. Simply wouldn't want to get in her way.
I see. Well, we have space for a hall.
Oh, bangun hall
And with
lagi.
enough supplies, we can make something in due time.
Okay. Build a hall for John's Viking. Gimana?
Is this some...
It is. The stories that the revered Saint's
bukan.
legacy, lost for hundreds of years, is divided and hidden across England.
Such a great treasure, and yet no one has any idea where even a single piece could be.
Until now.
Until now.
For months, I have heard whispers that match the
Oh,
stories.
ngeburu lagi nih guys.
Now, my scouts have returned with a map.
Okay.
The Rivers 7 and X both play a role in George's legend.
Very well. That is where we will search.
But keep a lookout for hints of other hiding places. Nothing is known for certain. Whether any of it actually exists, I cannot say. Care to go find out?
Sounds
Kita go
tempting.
mana?
I'll go.
Good luck.
Good luck. Oh, new quest, tuh quest baru. Tapi kita bangun dulu. Mungkin bangun di sini nih. Nah, ini ada nih guys. Ini bisa dibangun kayaknya. Tuh, jam speaking hall kan pakai 100 kotak begini ya. Build. Hall.
Welcome to the Yom-Speaking Hall, Eivor.
Okay, thank you,
Been a
Father.
long time since we've had a permanent place to gather and share stories.
Okay.
Come here to hire more Yom-Speaking for your raids. With time, it will attract some impressive fighters. Real talents.
Thank you, Bang. Gitu, kata Fagen kita bisa ngerekrut, coy. Oh, ada bocah-bocahnya juga. Jadi sekarang kagak mencar-mencar di seluruh dunia, tapi bisa kita rekrut.
I hear Eivor needs men, and I'll be ready to serve when the time comes.
Speaking orang ya. Oke. Yang kakak kita pakein lampu aja biar terang. Lampu Asgard. Asli Garut. Ini juga. Oke, biar terang. Ini apaan anjir? Ini kemana doi? Ini kan kita ada misi baru guys. Quest Under the Skin ini Speak with Suniva. Oh enggak, ini yang tadi. Ini misi utama. Kita misi utama lain dulu ya. Oh, jadi nanti the river raids-nya terbagi misinya. Find pieces of Saint George, find pieces of Saint George, find clues to Saint George, legendary armor, legendary armor, legendary armor. Oh gitu. Jadi river raids dibagi ke misi lain guys. Gitu. Update-nya begitu karena mungkin orang udah banyak tamat Assassin's Creed Valhalla, terus mereka ngasih konten lagi nih biar aduh game gue tetap dimainin dong gitu, tapi pakai apa ya, ya udah. Nah tapi harusnya kita jalanin quest utama nih, gitu aja sih tentang river raids. Jadi intinya si developer ngasih game kecil baru gitu, mini game untuk kita nge-raid dan dapetin armor gitu, armor senjata katanya gitu guys. Oke, berarti kita lanjut aja nih karena kayaknya baru sebentar, sekalian ke sini, ke tempat si itu kemarin, Vili. Oke, ini kayak terjun langsung bisa sih. Serem. Gila. Terus sekarang kagak berani naik wahana kehidupan. Udah. Oke. Kita ke tempat pemakaman nih guys. Udah kelihatan tuh pemakamannya di situ. Oke, kita harus turun nih. Ini kayak. Oke. Oh ini Odin stress. Ngapain manjat Eivor? Ya dia digila. Oke. Nah guys, kita ngomong sama Suniva. Woi Suniva.
Did you consult the Volva?
Volva, udah.
And were your questions answered?
Enggak
Some
sih.
questions were answered, others I must answer myself.
Oh, berapa terjawab, beberapa tidak. Oke. Tapi siapa namanya? Si bapaknya tetap nggak ngasih jawaban. Mau
Do you think
anak
there is a
apa
place for
orang
Vili in our
kepercayaannya yang
settlement?
gantiin.
He expressed a desire to live and work with
tuh.
us.
Vili mau ke tempat
Will
kita
he not be
sebenarnya.
Jarl of this shire before the day's end?
Si Vili nggak mau, kata bapaknya.
That
"Kita
remains to be
terserah,
seen.
Suniva."
Some are more eager to see Trygve in the high seat.
Eivor, Trygve has no intention to lead. He feels duty-bound to follow his master into death.
Absolutely not. My father would never allow such foolishness.
How else can I
honor my Jarl, old as I am? This is no country for me. The future is yours,
Tapi
Vili.
mereka sendiri juga udah
The
debat,
flames of this
guys.
fire will burn for my father.
Nah.
You must live. I forbid you to follow him into death.
Si
I
Trygve,
will not let you sacrifice yourself.
si Vili pengen, si
Do you
Trygve
forbid
tuh
me as a
pengen
friend?
ke akhirat juga bareng sama
Or as our
bapaknya.
new Jarl? as a man who would see you come to your senses.
Vili
Halo, pasti Odin ya.
Trygve. Each man wears one of Hemminger's boots, with both men unwilling to seize the other.
Does the world need such useless dithering men?
Orang biasa rakus kekuasaan, nih dua-duanya malah saling merendah.
Take this shire.
Aduh, baru-baru padahal
It is not
selama ini
my
arc
place.
ini isinya kekuasaan segala macam.
Anywhere you lay your head, anywhere you summit, any silver you take for your own.
Si malah Ivor yang
Limit
nguasain.
yourself to niceties.
Snotinghamshire deserves a leader to admire. A man the people can trust. Most love Vili, and he loves them. But he lacks the will to be leader. He
Yes.
could learn, but does he wish to?
Dia bisa belajar tapi mau
And
kagak?
Trygve,
Trygve.
sturdy and wise, and loyal to the legacy Hemminger Jarl left behind. Almost to a fault. But he is old, and his thrill for living has fled him. Hardly inspiring.
Maunya
You cannot! I
istirahat
will
ya.
not allow it! I am not asking for your permission. Only your forgiveness.
Ya Allah,
Gods,
Trygve.
Eivor, put a stop to this fool's
Anjing,
death.
pengen mati ngikutin Hemming dong, setia banget, gila. Kan lu senadar.
This is no small decision, Trygve, and not without great cost. The Shire will be diminished
Iya,
without
nggak
you.
ada lu, mati lah.
I have nobody left.
Lah,
My
rakyat lu.
life's purpose lies dead upon that
Anjing,
pyre.
setia
That
banget,
is not
gila.
so. When people look to my father for guidance, who did they see him turn to for counsel? Hemminger Jarl was my rock. Yes, I gave him counsel, but he made the hard choices.
If Hemminger were here, would he not urge you to wield this wisdom for the betterment of all? And was your vow to serve Hemminger Jarl unto death, or to serve his legacy in life?
I will stay.
Kesian.
You have wisdom, Eivor. More than I could have guessed.
Mantap, Trygve. Ya, sekarang tinggal Trygve ya, jangan menangos. Sian. Jadi siapa yang mimpin nih guys? Vili apa Trygve?
Eivor,
Sunniva,
Anjing, tidur
pigs
sambil
were
duduk tuh.
spotted moments ago, lurking in the thicket.
Nah,
Vili
lo.
gave chase.
Nah, lo.
Arsh stick.
Pigs
You should
ngejar.
have roused me first. Show me where he went.
Waduh,
Let us wait
jangan
the
sampai
others.
Vili mati lah.
The dark is lousing with pigs.
Our plans are done. I'll kill them all myself. Bisa.
I can take them on myself. Tell me where.
They're not far. I'll show you.
Oke, Suniva, tenang aja. Eivor itu one man army.
All this anger, this sadness, it has truly taken form.
Arsh stick was never one to temper his emotions. This was bound to happen. I should have been more
Woi,
vigilant.
mau naik nggak lo?
Do not blame yourself, Drengur.
He always had me to watch his back, as children. And again now, if this rampage is what he needs to rid himself of the sick that binds him, I will at least make sure he does not hurt himself.
Yes,
Thank Odin, he has the mighty wolf.
Mighty Wolfish. Yes, I am mighty. Suniva, thank you, thank you.
No questions asked. For you,
Kita jagain Vili lagi nih guys. Kita
for
nge-babysitting
any of
dia.
Raven clan.
We know, Drengur. That is
Drengur.
why we are sworn to you.
Asik.
Here, Eivor.
Mana?
This was where Vili saw the scout killed and then
Oh.
charged after the enemy ahead.
Search. Sini. Oh,
I will head
sono.
back to Hemthorpe and make sure our ravens stand
Oke,
vigilant.
oke. Inside Odin Mine Hideout. Kita cari sini ya. Thank you,
Cautious
Suniva.
around here.
Mungkin dalam sini guys ya. Coba kita masuk ke dalam ya. Oh benar. Oh, ada banyak pasukan. Ntar, gue masukin dulu. Ada ular. Oke. Nih kita bunuh. Tuh Vili. Vili, jangan mati. Gue bantuin dari jauh. Kan mati. Ada lagi? Goblok, nah menembak siapa gue? Vili.
I could use your aid right now.
What? Yes, I am. Anjing. Yes. Oke, Vili. Lo menang-menang bapak lo mati, lo ngamuk-ngamuk sendiri anjing. Gue balikin. Mampus lo kena. Wes, yang ngindar lah, bro. Kali gue kena begitu aja. Escape the mine with Vili.
Stop, Vili. They're gone. It's done.
Si Vili ngamuk sendiri anjir.
I've seen Muslims fight with more spirit.
Oddly enough,
Anjing
so have
gitu.
I.
Yang belum tuh masih ada.
Thunder.
Footsteps.
Udah, biarin gue ngabisin Vili, biar gue dapet XP.
Quickly.
Oke, iya. Ayo, nak. Perlu dikelonin dulu si Vili, anjot. Oke guys, kita ikutin dia guys. Mana doi? Ini gue harus ke atas sini nih, ada harta karun, gimana dapetnya ya? Mungkin di sini ya. Waduh anjing, kurang asap. Jangan ke air, fuck. Wait, gila lu, berguling lagi. Putus ke kepala, sorry. Mana lagi guys? Oh ini dia. Anjing, mati di air doi. Pilih, sans pilih. Aduh, pilih, kan gua nggak dapet XP, kampret. Oke, pilih kemana lagi? Motor doi. Wah gila, ada apinya loh. Lah. Kenapa lo berenang? Ini udah gila nih. Oke, pilih mau ke atas kah? Gue temenin. Apa lu? Coba lah, gelap. Wah gila, ngapain Vili lu? Bacok, tendang. Dikit lagi naik level guys. Nggak bisa. Aduh, Vili capek-capek amat. Gue mau pakai Nela. Anjing, tembus. Nah, gue duluan. Oke, udah, hahaha. Trailing pale lo kayak. Oh, ini ada. Ini dulu Vili, asik nih kayak. Wits, sorry. Oke. Waduh. Nah, aja nanti segala. Wits, menghindar lah bro. Sorry Dogo. Aduh, Dogo enak. Aduh, ekor, jangan kejam-kejam lah. Sian Dogo. Berat assassin.
Save your honey words for when we get out of here alive, our stick.
Ada loading tuh, jangan kita dijebak di ruang nostalgia. Wah, salah jamur anjing.
Shouldn't eat those.
Anjing, kemana lagi doi? Woi, ngapain bre?
My sword's thunder hammer. That quickened the blood.
Lu gila.
Wild and reckless, like our first battles together. Remember the island north of Stavanger?
I do. Trygve the Cruel trained his berserkers there.
Great lumbering fools foaming at the mouth. We taunted them from the treetops.
And the drunk one, remember? Naked as the morning. Froze his cock off trying to find us.
Then fell to humping a snowdrift.
Akrab mereka, guys.
Were you glad to hear from me?
Kira apa?
I did wonder what trouble you had been up to. But I smiled at hearing your name, and I wondered if you had taken after your father. If you were now leading your clan.
Well, you have your answer. I'd sooner take after a troll and leave this clan in your hands.
Gak
That I
bisa,
will not
anjing.
do.
In your hands. Gila, Eivor punya kewajiban untuk menemani si Gul.
When my father was named Jarl, he had no one to help him, and still he triumphed. But I am not my father.
Oh, dia bukan jiwa
simply want to roam.
pemimpin, dia jiwa petualang.
Do you think Sleipnir would be content bound to a stable, no matter how glorious it may be?
Anjing, aku udah legenda dia.
Hey,
Yes.
what is that for?
Kasar.
You have friends, Vili. And what about Trygve? And me? And your clan?
Of course, I know that.
Yes,
You
sadar.
can't roam forever. Keep that in mind. You are surrounded by those who love you. And that will not change. Unless you push it all away.
You speak a truth. I understand.
Bagus, Pak. Bagus. Sadarin dia harus kan. Sadarin dia, guys.
Troll-faced
Gimana kita sadarin dia, guys? Anjing.
A chicken draugur.
Chicken
Is such a
draugur.
thing possible? For that does not seem
Azar.
possible.
Voda too. A water infused with fire. I do not lie. Your father's death aside, Vili. This has been good. Fun even.
Do you ever wonder what might have happened if we had not been separated by the North Sea so early in our lives? What adventures we would have had. The raids, the battles, the glory.
Mukanya quick lo.
I even think about what we might have been to each other.
Oh iya dah, iyalah, kasih
I
lah
have,
kasihan
fondly.
dia.
And often enough that it sometimes seemed you never left. Maybe you never did.
I want you, Eivor.
Ih.
Your touch.
Ya, dia porno kan ternyata. Yes,
Like
ya
this.
saja.
I cannot say how I will feel tomorrow, Eivor.
Ya elah.
Shut up, Vili. Vili, you know that this was momentary heat, just a flickering flame.
Yes. We let our passions set sail just this once. I should get back. Rest. The funeral will still be there when you wake up fully.
Kenapa Doi? Malah Doi yang senyum-senyum sendiri.
Vili,
Dasar.
gone already. To prepare for the funeral, I imagine.
Oke guys, kita ke funeral lagi, balik Variables and Legacies. Under the skin selesai. Wong. Oke, naik level, skill. Kita naikin yang bisa dinaikin aja guys. Mungkin ini dulu kali range sama nih melee enak. Oke. Isi.
So many Danes, so many Norse. This will be the send-off Heminger deserves. All the funeral preparations are in order. Be patient,
Woi,
Heminger Jarl.
udah ini loh pidato.
My father sets forth on his final voyage.
Iya udah.
May the winds favor him.
The nobles have offered up their funeral gifts. All
What about
but you.
you?
Present what you have, and the celebration may begin.
Risai?
I have it here.
perisai ya?
A shield bearing the sign of the web of weird, woven into the shield as you wove your spirit into our lives.
Asik.
May the skulls sing of you as the gods embrace you. Feast, my friend, in the halls of the free and brave.
Kayak kepercayaan ada sih orang-orang yang kalau barangnya dibawa itu berarti dibawa ke akhirat juga.
Stand at my side.
Viking juga gitu, Vikinger.
Speak from your heart, Hemminger son.
Hemminger, Hemming tapi ada R-nya, Hemminger son. Kayak gue dengar kayak dengar
Today
apa
we
Hemminger.
mourn the
Nggak tahu juga
passing
ya.
of Hemminger Jarl of Snotinghamshire. My father. Our father. He was a towering force. A strength to fear and admire.
Yes.
Now gone. Yet together we are the example of his greatness.
Oke.
I see him in each of you. His
Saya lah,
love
Bang.
for battle, but also peace. For wisdom, sorrow, and joy. His generosity, his spirit. In you, I see his life.
Si Trygve mana ya?
His love of
Wih,
drink.
malam. Obornya nggak dinyalain.
Gods, did he love drink? We are these things because he was the
Cahayanya berubah-berubah. Oke.
Father. We shall be to our children what you were to us. And when they are ready, we will meet you again.
Oke, bro. Oh, ini si sirnya, siapa lupa namanya? Volga. Halo, Bang. Guru. Oke, suasana apinya langsung kena di sekitarnya. Keren guys. Sedih dong, menangos. Bapaknya dibakar.
Give him a fine farewell.
Give him a fine farewell. Yes.
Sunniva, ride to Hemthorpe and prepare the longhouse for the Althing. The next Jarl will soon take his seat.
Yang apa? Ribut. Suniva? Mana Suniva? Saya Pak ngajak balapan minum. Ntar ya Pak ya. Goblok. Wih, nggak terlalu banyak.
Be my eyes, Sunan.
Mana Suniva. Oh, ini dia. Hey, bro.
Have they given their Jarl a fine farewell?
Yes.
They have. None drank so well and so deeply as Clan Hemminger's son.
The declaration of succession must happen soon, before we are too drunk and exhausted to remember our names.
Yes.
I
Let the
agree.
Althing begin.
Call on those who must attend. The Althing will begin shortly.
Oke. Jadi si Vili kan akhirnya ditinggal udah mau kan, dia aja kita jadiin kan karena si Trygve kan mengabdi banget ke Trygve.
You look uneasy.
Kenapa?
Burdened by grief, drowning in need.
and paralyzed by a sword. I stand between that man and Jarldom.
That man. Oh.
You stand side by side, Vili. One of you must step forward.
My father placed us side by side because he trusted your vision. So what do you see?
I see Jarl in you. I see Jarl in you. I see Trygve as Jarl and you with me. Boleh nih. Kira-kira untuk Sigurd gimana ya? Karena nanti mungkin Sigurd bisa berubah pikiran. Bawa aja kali ya. Coba kita bawa. Biar seru.
I see a Dringer before me. A man who yearns for the glory of battle. Trygve should be Jarl. And you should follow your own path, wherever it may lead. Off a cliff and into the ocean, if that is what you need.
You know how to ruin a good moment, Wolfkist.
Some time ago you asked about living with us, as one of our war band. Is that something you still want?
To raid with you and Bragi? Gods, yes. Imagine the blood and mead we would spill.
For old times then, and new alike.
Watch the look on the old man's face when he hears what we have planned.
Jadi kan si Sigurd kan dia masih ngaco-ngaco gini kan. Mungkin kalau ada Vili dia bisa jadi teman lama gitu. Tapi nggak tahu juga ya.
I stand before you as Vili Hemminger's son, but not as a Jarl. There is only one man with the needed honor and wisdom. Only one man my father deemed worthy of following him. Trygve, Jarl of Snotingham. May you walk proudly in Hemminger's path.
What is this?
What
Old
is
friend,
this?
you deserve this. And so much more. Be proud. My future is elsewhere, Trygve. I will go with Eivor, to live and fight beside the Raven clan.
I do not know what to say.
Say yes.
Say yes. Udah kayak orang menikah lo berdua.
Yes. Thank you, Vili. Eivor.
Yes, Bapak. Kamu berhak, Bapak. Bapak itu
Well done, Arstic.
ada narastik.
Until my path leads me home, I serve under your banner, Eivor.
Oke.
Eivor,
Vili.
let my first decree be Hemminger's wish. An alliance between our people.
Oke.
When you call, we will rise.
Thank you.
As we shall for you, Trygve Jarl.
Pak Tua, sian. Ayo hidup Pak Tua, bagus. Gimana guys pilihan gue guys? Kalian mungkin ada yang udah pernah namatin terus nggak taunya pilihan gue salah, jangan-jangan nggak tahu juga. Cuman gue biar rame aja gitu. Nah selesai kan? Yang speaking recruited dapat Vili, report to Ranvi. Oke, farewell and legacies. Wong. Lumayan 2 skill point, skill. Dapat apa kita? Ini skill damage ada. Ini ability damage ada. Ambil-ambil ini biar cepet lah. Nah, kita suruh balik ke Ranvi. Tapi sebelumnya si Vili kita jadiin ini dulu, yang speaking kali. Oke. Managing stamina. Gimana guys? Kalau ada yang sebelumnya udah namatin, harusnya pilihannya apa? Gue juga sebenarnya nggak tahu juga. Cuman si Sigurd kan masih beler tuh, masih kayak sombong-sombong gitu. Mungkin kalau Vili kita ajak ke kampung, kita bisa ngerayu Sigurd. Tapi harusnya sih nggak juga. Itu hayalan gua aja sih. Entah di sistem tuh gimana. Gimana guys menurut kalian guys? Ranvi will want to know about this. Oke, The Tale of Two Jarl. Buset. Kita ngomong dulu sama doi. Pak, ini udah ada Vili nih.
I would like.
Gua mau pindahin Vili ke tempat gua. Vili ada, Rolo, Birna, Vinar. Nah, di sini kita pakai yang keren. Oh, banyak juga. Yang keren mana ya? Nah, yang ini. Serem banget coy. Ini ada orang beli, rajin banget. Tuh, ada. Yang kedua yang keren, ini keren sih si Blood Eagle. Ini lebih tinggi ini sih badannya. Yang badannya lebih tinggi lah. Oke. Nah, ini dua ini nih. Oke, escape. Thank you, Bu. Nah, pasukan kita jadi 4 itu. Binar, Birna, Rolo, Vili, sama yang punya orang online siapa nggak tahu yang keren tuh Banteng, sama satu lagi yang pakai kayaknya baju Tegen itu kayaknya. Nah, itu dia si Buntung. Strukturan V buat Winchester. Oke, tar dulu.
Good day.
I bring fair tidings, Ranvi.
Oke.
Hemming Jarl in Snotinghamshire has passed, but his clan remains allied to us.
Sad news, but you made the best of it.
Yes.
I saw my old friend Vili on my visit. He has now joined our clan and will serve as a raider on my ship.
I remember the young man. He will make a fine addition to your crew.
Yes. Nah, selesai guys, dapat kita. Boom. Oke guys, tapi udah ini sih kayaknya mungkin gua lanjut nanti aja atau gue terusin sama ini dulu kali ya, nge-raid sekali lagi. Ada kisser, jangan dong nanti iri sih itu.
I want to see.
Alliance map kita perlu mana aja lagi. Ini di atas udah semua nih, udah Raven. Mungkin kita butuh Winchester Shire, udah tinggal satu ini lagi sama Hampshire mungkin nanti. Udah nih terakhir nih guys, udah mau tamat kali ya. Hampshire.
Hytham received a message from Winchester. From someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Your hidden ally. Very interesting. More targets, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Could it be a trap?
As a West Saxon stronghold, Winchester will be a rather unwelcome place for you. But that is nothing you cannot handle. If you go, do not go boldly.
Okay, thank you. I will pledge to Winchester. Territory pledge, Winchestershire.
I'll make my way to Winchester. The letter asked me to meet a man in white at a house of God, and then recite this phrase. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom.
A passage from their holy book, I believe.
Oh,
Interesting.
Dari
Go with
Injil
care.
gitu. Entah guys. Maaf, gue juga kurang tahu. Mungkin ada yang di sini Katolik atau Protestan bisa ngasih tahu apa ada di buku kitab Injil. Kalau di Al-Quran sih kagak ada. Open minded ya. Jangan kalau udah ngomongin agama sewot. Oke, halo bro. Semua agama benar. Give 6 codec patch nggak ada. Tadi dia yang ngasih kabar soalnya. Ya udah, kita ke The Reef of Winchester. Tapi gue terusin ntar nih guys. Ini sini ada nih. Deket sini kan.
The seat of King Alfred's power, where hawkshit stains my boots.
King Alfred. Oh, ini King Alfred di sini. Oh, bisa
I will
kita
find the man in
bunuh.
white in their god's house.
Oh, find the man in white. Kita cari di sini. Oke, guys. Nah, ini si A4 di sini dulu aja. Udah buka juga dulu dong A4. Nah, besok buat terusin lagi, kita terusin di Winchester gitu, guys. Kita cari reef-nya ini. Reef itu kayak pas di London tuh, yang ada 2 orang tuh. Siapa gue juga lupa namanya kan jadi. Nah, sama RK, stok sama RK gitu kan. Oke, besok gue terusin lagi gitu. Oke, terima kasih telah menonton guys. Manchat out.